Cooper, you're going to get taken into custody today. All right, so Miss Goodwin, I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. And let me explain to you why. This is not your first time with a motion to revoke. It doesn't appear that there's anything else that can be done to help you. And now you're telling me some lame story about you going to your friend's house to help her with a boyfriend that's being abusive when you don't even have your life in order. If her boyfriend were being abusive, you would have picked up the phone and called the police. Because witness stated they were listening to music and he heard something that sounded like screaming, so he turned down the music. Witness stated that they heard loud banging and screaming and looked to the incident location and they saw victim one, and victim one is banging on the window and crying. They spoke to the victim. The victim said she was all alone. She was hungry and thirsty. 24 CR 012173 State versus Estrella Hernandez de Jesus. Could I have parties announced for the record? State.
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Joseph Help for the defense.
And are you Ms. de Jesus?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I believe I have, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of abandoning or endangering an intent to the return? That is a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state offers into evidence states exhibit 1 with all attachments.
No objections from defense, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
She is 22 years old and she does have these 2 young children. She is not receiving child support currently. Currently, she's been incarcerated for several months. The children have been placed by CPS with her aunt, Maribel Villegas. And as soon as she gets out, CPS has recommended some programs for her to do some services, which she will, as informed me that she is ready, willing, and more than willing and able to perform. So we've just addressed the recommendation by the DA of no contact with the 2 complainants, which are her children. She would like to have at least no harmful or injurious contact or possibly some supervised contact, whatever CPS recommends based on her progress with respect to their plan that they have. She does have a plan for employment once she gets out. That'd be to immediately get with some temporary services and agencies until she can find steady, regular employment. Her last such employment was with Toyota 2 years ago. She had to leave that job because of the commitments she had with these 2 young children. She was unable to be at work all the time because she didn't have sufficient sitters for the children. Her aunt has stepped up and that's who should be relying on once she gets out, Judge.
All right. So here's my question for you. Why were you not at home with your children on this day?
So what happened was I had a friend, she came to the house and she lived on the next block. She was going through it with her boyfriend. She wanted me to go help her pack a bag. She was scared that he was gonna hit her. So it was supposed to be a quick
So
thing.
here's my question. What were you planning on doing if her boyfriend were to show up?
Well, he was there, so she was scared of. She was scared that he was gonna break everything in the house and hurt her. So I was trying to help her. Like she
So
felt
how you
safe.
helped her was you left let me make sure my math is right. The offense date is 2024. So you decided, let me go help my friend with her crazy boyfriend and leave children alone who can't even take care of themselves in a house by themselves. And it wasn't just for 2 minutes because Good Talk said that they were thirsty and hungry. So tell me, where does Mr. Adrian Ruiz play into all of this?
He was giving me a ride. He was down the street and he came with me. And we took the car. We went right there on San Fernando, which is on the next street.
No, because in the police report, people are saying that your car was driving up and down the street.
No, Your Honor, it's not my car. That was his car. I was at home all
Well,
day.
the people who were in the car, which was you and this Adrian Ruiz person, were driving up and down the street. That's what it says. I spoke to the witnesses. They stated they were outside in the yard having a barbecue. They stated they had seen the above listed car driving up and down the street all day. but had not seen anyone in the apartment or any adults around the apartment from at least 7 p.m. Witness stated the party had been outside since 7 p.m. Witness stated they were listening to music and he heard something that sounded like screaming, so he turned down the music. Witness stated that they heard loud banging and screaming and looked to the incident location and they saw victim one, and victim one is the banging on the window and crying. They spoke to the victim. The victim said she was all alone. She was hungry and thirsty. And then the witness went to the front door to try to see if an adult was at home. And the witness stated the front door was wide open, but the screen door was locked. Witness called the victim to the front of the house and had the victim unlock the door. And that's when they arrived on the scene. So that's what I'm reading. So why are you driving up and down the street with Adrian Ruiz, and who is he to you? Is that your boyfriend? Who is he?
My ex-boyfriend now.
All right, so ex-boyfriend now? Was he your ex-boyfriend then?
No.
All right, so this is my problem. You were with this Adrian Ruiz. Is he the biological father of any of these children?
No.
So stop with the nonsense. What ended up happening is you are how old?
Me too.
You're 22. You're still acting as though you're out here in the streets single with no children. And what you have done is you put Adrian Ruiz Jr., how old is he?
He's 25.
He's 25. I guarantee you, he doesn't want to be saddled down with 2 children. And you're riding up and down the street with this person while you and your other child who's younger than the 3 are at home starving, don't have anything to drink or any food. Did you have food that day?
I have food, yes.
Did you drink that day?
Yes, so did
They
my
didn't.
children.
Because guess what? These children, some of them drink milk, some may have water, some of them need their diapers changed. I guarantee you their diapers were not changed and their diapers were dirty because the neighbor said that you had not been there and those had been there all day
No, Your
by
Honor.
themselves.
They weren't there by themselves all day. I was there all day with them.
No, they say you were driving up and down the street with your then boyfriend. And here's the thing, I understand things get dicey for young people. They're just like, you know what? I want to live my life. I'm settled with these 2 children. And I was putting my dreams and my hopes and my stars and my moon on the biological father of these children. He's not stepping up. I'm not receiving child support. And you know what? People should be thinking about that before they start having a lot of children. You understand?
Yeah.
And anything could have happened to these young children.
I understand.
Could have been some, instead of this nice person who was knocking on the door trying to take care of your children, could have been somebody who's like, hey, this is a cute little baby. And then you would have been on the news screaming, somebody took my child, I don't know where they are, help me please. When it was because you were being a horrible mother. You understand?
I understand that.
I don't think you do. I think 2 years down the line, there's going to be another boyfriend. And the reason why I say that is because when mothers have child protective services cases, you know what people always tell them? Don't get involved with any more guys. Concentrate on getting a job, bettering yourself, and taking care of your children. And you know what always happened? During the middle of CPS, when children are being returned, next thing you know, mother has a new boyfriend, somebody from prison that, oh, he's changed, he's a great guy. And in the meantime, you're putting your lives in danger. And children don't get to say, hey, you know what, mom, you're making some stupid decisions out here and it's going to impact me. People don't care because you're all in your feelings with this Adrian Ruiz Jr. guy. And guess what? If he were a good guy, you know what he would have said? I will come visit you at your house, but you cannot leave infants to take care of themselves. Instead, he didn't. And now you're telling me some lame story about you going to your friend's house to help her with a boyfriend that's being abusive when you don't even have your life in order. If her boyfriend were being abusive, you would have picked up the phone and called the police. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to get over there and fight a guy? No, you're just doing silly stuff and putting your child's life in danger. And I'm going to do this no contact order. If CPS wants her to have contact with her children, then what's going to end up happening is they're going to have to appear. They can appear by Zoom if they want to appear by Zoom. and come to me with the child's ad litem and say why there should be a contact order. How far did you go in school?
I got my GED.
And what have you been doing with your life other than having children and driving up and down the street with Mr. Ruiz?
I was going to cosmetology school for a little bit, but I didn't have babysitters, so I stopped going and I started going to Toyota Mutex. That's when I was working there for a little bit. I got into this program called Goals, and I was doing that basically. I get monthly payments. I would get monthly payments from them. I had to make goals, and I get incentives for completing goals.
Here's the thing, when people decide to have children, they should decide to have children and have plans for who is going to be the babysitter. You understand? There's a $1,500 fine that'll be probated. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. TAP evaluation in custody. Follow recs. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. There should be no contact with Adrian Ruiz Jr. If I could, if it were legal, I wouldn't let you have any contact with any adult male until you get your life in order and put your children first. But I'm not allowed to do that. So no contact with Adrian Ruiz or the complainants. And it will be 4 years deferred adjudication. Probation, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Here's the thing with CPS cases, if you're not going to put your children first, just let them know and say, you know what, this person can adopt them. I have no intention of putting them first. The man is always going to come first. You understand? Don't waste their time and break their hearts. All right, good luck to you. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 003690, State versus Mia Ray Hermio Herrera. Could I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlar for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
John Sandheimer for Ms. Herrera.
All right, and probation, this is an application. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Herrera, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do so waive it.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Herrera, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
At this time, no, Your Honor.
All right, so why didn't you pull over?
I did pull over.
No, evading arrest, detention in the vehicle is when officers, ask you to pull over. And they signify this by putting on lights behind your vehicle and asking you to pull over. So the officer in the police report said that he asked you to step out of the vehicle and you took off. And then finally, they end up having to break your window once you pulled over again. So do you not remember this night?
No, I pulled over. I just didn't feel safe to get out of my vehicle.
Well, no, that's not what the police report says. Have you read the police report?
Yes.
What it says is, they do the normal, he's driving, he approached your vehicle and gave you the reason for why he was stopping you, asked for your information. You gave him your phone and I copied down our information. I then asked her for insurance. While your window was rolled down, he says there was a very strong odor of marijuana. I told AP I had to return to my vehicle and that I would be back. He contacted his supervisor. And then he gave you more instructions. You refused to follow his instructions. You rolled up your window. He said, hey, I'm going to add more charges. You need to exit the vehicle. You refused and you drove away. I immediately contacted dispatch and informed them of the situation. I returned to my vehicle and started following AP with my emergency red and blue overhead lights and siren on. You continue to travel, and he actually puts in here every street that you passed. And then you finally pull over and he asked you to step out. You didn't. And then he had to draw his weapon. You still wouldn't step out of the vehicle. And he told you, I'm going to have to break this window to get you out of the vehicle. You said, nope, not getting out of my vehicle. And then he ends up having to break your window. So I don't understand what you mean you were not evading. I mean, if you feel as though you're not evading and you want a jury trial, you're welcome to have a jury trial.
I'm content with where we're at as far as like,
So why didn't you, the officer had pulled you over, he wanted your license, your insurance. Why didn't you remain there, give him all the information? What was going on with you? Were you using drugs? Were you intoxicated? What was going on? I'm trying to figure out so I can set appropriate conditions for your probation.
I didn't feel comfortable or safe with the officer. I understand that me driving away was not the best decision. It wasn't the correct decision. And I understand if there's ever a point that I don't feel safe around an officer, that's not the approach to take. I truly just did not feel safe with that officer.
All right, and if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to get drug tested today.
I haven't smoked within the past 2 weeks, so it's gonna be positive, I'm assuming, because I don't know how long it takes to get out of your
Mhm.
system.
So the officer was right when he said he smelled marijuana in your vehicle. Now the next thing, do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I'm a server
Where?
at Omiya. It's a sushi restaurant.
Oh, I'm your sushi. Do you make any of the sushi or you just serve?
I serve.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's going to be regular random UAs. Let them know that they need to test for levels. After today, there's to be no driving until you present a valid driver's license and insurance to probation. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
High school.
All right, what are you
Diploma.
planning on, what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life? What's your dream job?
A flight attendant.
All right, so there's 100 hours of community service restitution. If you become a flight attendant, your community service hours will be deemed satisfied. So you need to start making plans on how you can do that. My understanding is you sometimes get free travel.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've applied to be a flight attendant with this current situation going on. I guess I probably should do my own research on it, but is
Yes.
this something that, like, after the deferred probation happens?
Well, what I can tell you is this is on your record. You need to discuss with your attorney, perhaps about non-disclosures or whether or not it can be removed from your record, expungements, okay?
Okay.
Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
And just so I understand, the 100 hours, if I become a flight attendant, I don't do them, or I still
Yes.
have to do them?
No, if you complete that, you're off to the friendly skies.
So,
So otherwise you can do the 100 hours. They usually will put you in the sun picking up paper.
is the 100-hour, or do I have like the 2 years to figure out to become a flight attendant? Is that what-
Yes.
Okay.
All right, is there anything else?
Just one last thing, Your Honor. In discussions with the state is not going to, I just want to place it on the record, the state is not going to oppose an early termination application if we should so apply.
So you're asking to be transferred to Bell County?
Yes, ma'am.
So who do you know in Bell County?
I have my child there. I have a few they're friends, but they're more like adopted, like you adopted them to your family, like your extended family.
Mhm.
So I've been getting a lot of help since I've been out.
All right. And have you been maintaining your sobriety?
Yes, ma'am. Actually put in a whole bunch of applications. I got a few jobs that is actually lined up, but the only thing I need to get is my ID, and I'm having issues with that because of my birth certificate. But other than that,
All right. What issues are you having with your ID?
one, I don't have my birth certificate or my social due to, yes, ma'am. And I've been trying to see if my mom can send it, but the copy that she has is under a totally different name and stuff like that.
Oh, well, you can go online and order it. I mean, it costs.
Yeah,
But if you talk to probation about that, I'm sure they'll be able to help you.
yes, ma'am.
All right. And when's the last time you had your UA?
I want to say since the last time.
And when was that? Has it been this month?
No, ma'am. I'm just not hearing from probation last week.
Okay. All right. So we'll do a UA today. And Bashan,
Yes, Your Honor.
if her UA is okay, then we'll do I'll allow for her to transfer to Bell County. And make sure that probation has reviewed that location.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're going to do a UA today, okay? And what are the results going to be?
I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be negative because of my tooth. I've been having a massive toothache.
Is that
This one and
prescription?
this one? Yes, ma'am. I don't have it with me though.
All right. So you're going to have to provide prescription for that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And we're still going to do a UA today. All right. Yeah. And Norma, can you see if Matt can get an attorney for Miss Cooper? So Miss Cooper, you're going to get taken into custody today. Wait. Miss Cooper, there will be an attorney here for you today. Wait. Talk to her. Why are you trying to fool me? Can I please talk to her? Can I please? Miss Cooper, we're not going to take you. Oh, I think she's going to have to go. Can I please talk to you? 2015 CR 11815W, State of Texas versus Amia Cooper. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrahan, Your Honor.
Defense.
Charles Bunt for Miss Cooper.
And are you Miss Cooper? All right. Miss Cooper, before we do that, Mr. Bonk, you are appointed to represent Miss Cooper today. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Have you had ample time to review the allegations in the motion?
I have, and we're waiving our preparations.
All right. Miss Cooper, do you understand that your attorney has 10 days to prepare for a hearing on this matter? You need to say yes or no. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand your attorney is waiving that right and he's asking to proceed now? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any objection to proceeding with this now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Amia Cooper who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 11815W for the offense of promotion or prostitution of a person younger than 18 years and placed on probation on January 25th, 2016 for a period of 5 years and extended for 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 2 on or about the 25th day of July, 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Shania Cooper, did in there legally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
Okay, here's the thing. I can't hear you. You're going to have to speak up. You can't be whispering because I know when you're in public, you don't whisper. So how do you plead to a violation of condition number 2 that's just been read by the state? True or not true?
It's true.
We'll
State-
waive the remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
It is to adjudicate guilt to revoke the individual offer of probation and is sentenced to 2 years in TDC.
Is that the agreement?
That is our agreement, Judge.
Ms. Cooper, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
I cannot
Yes.
hear you. All right. The court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served.
For the record, Judge, I've been told by the court staff and the probation department, she has 576 days credit that we're asking to receive.
Robert, and
Yes.
needs time for her state ed status and state ISF.
All right. Were those successfully completed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I'll give her credit for any time and inpatient treatment. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about what a weapon or need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. I understand the issues that you've had in your life, but at some point in time, you are going to have to start making better decisions, because otherwise you're going to find yourself in and out of prison and back to the same place that you were before. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you have a significant other or somebody in your relationship who wants you to do things that are not for your best, then you need to drop them, because they mean you no good. And I don't know if what I'm telling you is sinking in or not, but if you have a boyfriend out there who's making you do things or wants you to do things for fast and easy money, then guess what? That is not the person for you. And you're going to have to stop using drugs, because otherwise what you had in your system today, that could be the last time you use. And then guess what? There would be somebody dead in Bear County or somebody dead in a field, and they'd be trying to identify the body. Then somebody would identify the body, and it may be you. Don't be that person. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. We may excuse.
You may be excused. Thank you. I have parties announced for the record for the state.
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense.
John Young for the defense.
And are you Mr. Are you Miss Argumento?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Amanda Argumento who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11474W for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on December 6, 2022 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 23rd day of March 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Amanda Argumento.
Argumento.
Okay, I can't say that. Committed the offense of theft, 2,500 to 30,000 vehicle in violation condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objections to the waivers?
What we're asking.
No, any objections to the waivers? All right, Ms. Argumedo, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
No, there is not, Your Honor.
State, what are you requesting?
Revocation, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, there was an agreement in that they were going to TIC and dismiss the new charge.
That is correct.
She is requesting the court to allow her to stay on probation. Whoops, I can't get around here.
Mhm.
With 4 documents, their certificates of classes she's attended while she's been in the jail.
Any objections to the court reviewing this?
No, Your Honor. The state has reviewed those.
Okay.
As we said earlier, Your Honor, this young lady had been evaluated for competency, was found competent. She wants to stay on probation, and what she would like to do is have you put her in outpatient treatment. At the same time, I've advised her that if you do keep her on probation, that there is a high probability that there would be residential drug treatment. As you can see, she's taken some anger management classes, the AA classes, and I don't understand what the other one is. It looks like it's a dignity class for women, and I don't know what the basis for that was.
All right, probation.
Probation recommendation is to revoke due to the new felony offense, and she absconded with non-compliance.
All right, Ms. Argumedo, is there anything you wish to say?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
My name is Amanda Argumedo, and I would like to have a second chance on probation. I will attend the classes. I will go to everything. I was still on my drug problems like then, but I'm completely done with it. The thought of drugs, like I do not even want to think of it. Makes me want to puke. Like just thinking back and hearing my kid's voice, my daughter's voice. My kid's dad is willing on getting back with me, getting the family back together, and I just really want to go back to that.
How old are your children?
3 and 4, ma'am.
All right, and who's taking care of them?
Their father.
All right, so were your parental rights terminated?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So you just dropped them off with the father?
I decided to leave when I was on drugs, and yes, I was really bad on them, but I did stop.
All right. So what have you done on probation other than pick up new cases?
I did not attend because I was just.
No, I mean, have you done anything?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else from either side? Any other questions?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
All right. You have a question?
Why should the judge believe that you're going to do what you have said you're going to do and that you didn't do last time?
Because I'm really committed to it. I'm honestly, and I apologize for not going to my probation and everything. Like, I apologize. I'm really committed to completing it this time.
And why did the previous attorney have you evaluated for competency?
We didn't talk about the case, right? And
Okay. And you're not on any medication now in the jail?
no, sir.
Okay. No other questions, Your Honor?
All right. Any questions from the state?
No, Your Honor.
State, what are you requesting? I know you're requesting revocation. The court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to find you guilty, and the court will not grant you community supervision. State, how much time are you asking for?
The state was requesting 12 months in the state jail facility, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, she currently has 116 days in Bexar County Jail on this case, and we're asking the court to grant her a request for 6 months sentence.
All right, if you want, at the state jail facility, they do have a therapeutic community, and that does not increase the time that you have been in custody. If I were to sentence you to 6 months or 12 months or 18 months, that will still be your sentence. And therapeutic community is just there to help you. Would you like that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Ask that you be placed in the therapeutic community. You're still going to have to request it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Give you credit for any time served. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So, Ms. Argumeta, I always review everything. And when you were placed on deferred adjudication, and here there were several cases that were taken in consideration. And so the only thing that you've done since you were on probation with me was pick up another theft case, and you're on probation for unauthorized use. You're going to have to make a decision on what you want to do with the rest of your life.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do not, when you get out, go running to be with your children, because at this point in stage, you haven't been a mother to them, and you can't go running on their doorstep, creating chaos and upheaval. If you get your life together, you can probably slowly enter their life. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank
Court
you.
is calling 2017 CR 3456W, State versus Katrina Goodwin. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Todd Conrad, Ms. Goodman.
And are you Ms. Goodwin?
Yes.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you the same Katrina Goodwin who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2017 CR 3456W for the offense of theft of property less than $200,000 on May 15th, 2017 for a period of 5 years and extended for a total of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, Judge, that was me.
All right, state.
Yes, Judge. State is alleging that violation of condition number 2 on or about the 6th day of January 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Katrina Goodwin, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely amphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
The state will waive and abandon the remaining violation, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, I think the judgment needs to be corrected. We can go off the record. The judgment needs to be corrected. The judgment puts this as a second-degree felony, but she pled to a third-degree felony. So just one moment. This was before my time. All right, Adriana, the judgment on this needs to be changed to reflect that it's a third-degree felony. All right, we are back on the record. So you entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 2. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Judge.
Yes.
That agreement is to continue probationer on probation, but the state is recommending, in line with the probation's recommendation, a 1-year extension, weekly reporting, and weekly UAs for the first 30 days.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so Ms. Goodwin, I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. And let me explain to you why. This is not your first time with a motion to revoke. It doesn't appear that there's anything else that can be done to help you. I understand that drug addiction is very difficult to conquer and you have to stay vigilant. But when people give you the tools that you need and you just don't use them, that's a problem. So I don't think you are a good candidate for probation. And I'm not going to continue you on probation. So I'm going to grant the motion, find you guilty, and revoke. Counsel, did you want to speak to years? Because
Yeah.
she's been on probation since 2017.
Correct. She has completed the successfully take each program.
Mhm.
And judge was also done the 90-day jail sanction. So she has some back time.
Mhm.
So we're asking for the minimum 2 years because she was hoping to get, of course, continued with the objective of paying the rest of the restitution. That's why there's asking for extension of a year.
Mhm.
But without that, then we will ask for the minimum 2 years.
And probation, what's the amount of restitution?
Time is $6,977.11.
And who does that restitution go to? All right, the court, as previously stated, is going to grant the motion, revoke, find you guilty, give you credit for any time served, credit for any time in any successful completion of inpatient treatment. There's to be restitution of $6,977.11 to U-Haul. The therapeutic community, the court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? And did you sign it?
Yes.
You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. We can only do so much, right? The therapeutic community is a good program, but you're going to have to request it. I have no jurisdiction to force them to place you in the program. Once you're released from prison, if you can't find a place that can help with your drug addictions, if I'm still here, you can come back here and I'll find a place for you, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very huge.
Yes. So if you want, I can follow everybody's recommendation. It would really help you. Or if you want, I can revoke you and sentence you to 2 years.
Yes, ma'am. I'd rather do 2 years.
All right. The court is calling 2024 CR 008354, State versus Jose Elias Gamboa III. Could I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Teresa Conley for Mr. Gamboa.
And are you Mr. Gamboa?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the motion to revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Before you move further, I have notes from the last court visit.
Mhm.
It's already pled true. And this was to, get the results of a tally.
So he pled true on June 17th with Judge Angelini to 38 and 38?
Yes.
All right, thank you. And does, all right. Then Judge Angelini previously found violations of 38 and 38 true. And then there was a request for a TAP evaluation?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And what is the recommendation state?
Yes, Judge. It is in line with probation's recommendation after the TAP eval. That is to amend for local ISF Roman numeral 2, followed by ISP. We're asking for defendant to wait in jail for placement. Upon release, outpatient treatment through the Veterans Administration and may include the BCCSCD dual diagnosis outpatient program at the client's expense, monthly urinalysis, and documented sober support meetings, Judge.
All right, Mr. Gamboa.
So,
All right, on this case, the minimum sentence you can receive I'm sorry, the maximum sentence you can receive based upon your plea bargain agreement is 2 years. So if you want, I can follow everybody's recommendation. It would really help you. Or if you want, I can revoke you and sentence you to 2 years.
Now, I was gonna ask you, man, am I gonna get released and does that mean, cause they said the VA? And do I get to go to the VA for my assistance or how does that work?
Now, what ends up happening is based upon their recommendation, you're gonna be in custody and you're gonna get transferred to an inpatient treatment facility. Then once that is completed, then you will have the VA.
Now, the inpatient, what is it called? It's,
They're asking for local ISF.
yes, Judge.
It's local ISF.
And how much time do I have left on probation?
Oh, your probation time on these type of cases, your probation can be extended up to 10 years. I mean, total.
So right now, cause I already have over a year.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Legally, I must give you credit for any time that you've been in custody. It's completely up to you. If you want me to revoke you, I'll revoke you. I will sentence you to 2 years. What will end up happening is they'll check how much time you have credit. They will let you know how much time you have credited. They will give you credit for any time that you spent in custody on this case.
Cause there's also a wait, right, for this program?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, cause I'd rather just.
No,
you know, with my-
here's the thing. How old are you?
I'm 45. Man.
All right, so you can make these decisions. These are your two choices. I can revoke you. What I'm telling you is based upon your plea bargain agreement, the most I can sentence you to is 2 years in the prison.
Okay.
You will do 2 years at the prison. Sometimes because it's the prison, if you have enough time, sometimes they will parole you from the Bexar County Jail. Then other times they will not parole you from the Bexar County Jail. I'm not in charge of that system.
Okay.
But at the most, you will do 2 years.
Okay, this one. Yeah. Okay. This one, I'd rather do 2 years.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Sure.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jose Elias Gamboa III.
All right, Mr. Gamboa. Probation is recommending that you be continued and that you go into inpatient treatment. Are you telling the court that you do not wish to follow that recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you telling the court that you wish to be revoked and given the 2-year sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you were previously found to violate conditions 38 and 38. The court is going to grant the motion, revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And I'll request the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community does not increase the time that you're at the prison, but it is to help you with any type of sobriety issues you have or drug issues you may have. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Here, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir. We can go off the record. When you're released from custody, if you can't find a place that can help you, you can always come back to court. If I'm here, I'll make sure they find a place for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.